Okay, so it's mad dog time. Brace yourself. Not sure what that's all about. Someone's shoe. Anyway, so it's the following day. Today I've only just come to a local woodland at Stanton just to try something out with my drone. Had an issue yesterday with it. It did not want to go any further than 29 meters going up and about 50 meters or so going out. However, I think I've sorted that problem out. Okay, so I was here a few days ago and I'm back again. You can see about maybe 150 meters ahead of me there's a couple of deer. There's one in the field about 20 meters away from the track. There's one right on the side of the track looking right at me. I'm not going to go any further. I think I'll set my drone up and just have a closer look, and then when I've done that I'll probably fly back to the woods over there, let it go in the woods, and we'll have a look around and see what's in the woods. Right, we're going to get filming. Right, I'm not sure how far I can actually fly with this, but we'll try it. So the deer have actually ran off somewhere. I'm not sure where they've gone, mine, but I'm just going to go down the other side of the of this fence.
Max flight distance reached.
Okay, right, it's doing that again. It's so annoying, that really is. Okay, we'll try that now. See if we can get any further up. Okay, so I've turned it off now. It's allowing me to go further, which is very helpful. Right, deer were spotted. That might be them. Are they there? Yeah, there we go. Oh, they're just going across the field, I think. I'll just catch up on them. Right, so they're going to go running into the woods. Okay, I can't carry on with that kind of speed. Unfortunately, I've got to take my time and get in there and have a little hunt around. Okay. Right, okay, I'm encountering a bit of a problem actually. Right, so they're in there somewhere. I'm not sure whereabouts they went. Very difficult to spot. But we did see them. I'm not going to harass them. It's not what my intentions are. I just want to get up kind of close and personal to to nature, and I've kind of done that as much as I really want. So what I'll do, I'm going to bring it back and I'll fly over to the woods, which are over by me. That way I think I just want to test everything out, make sure it's all working properly. Okay, just put it on super duper speed. I do believe that these prop guards, they I think they do probably limit the amount of time you can spend in the air. Right, so we're just going to head on in. Right, I'm just going to slow it down, find a little gap. Right, I need to move away. I need to move up close to the drone, so that's what I'm doing now, just walking across the field, and I'm just going to make my way in. So I've been here before a few weeks ago, and we did see a deer in here actually. I'm not sure whether it was those two deer which I just spotted. in that field. It may have been them, or it may not have been them, but I'm going to fly around this little area here. This is kind of like a serious test, just to see what's in here really. So stick it on big screen. It's a bit wind noise, so I do apologise for any wind noise which you might be experiencing on the video. I can't do an awful lot about that, I'm afraid. Right, I'm just going to try and make my way through that little gap there, and then I'm going to make my way down. Make my way in, and we'll have a little look around and just see what we can see. You can see an awful lot more on big screens. There's a load of bags there. That's kind of not good. Yes, I was here a few weeks ago, I think, with I spotted my brother's cameras. He was doing some trail cameraing. Yeah, he saw quite a bit actually in his video. He saw me anyway, so thanks brother, if you're watching, for highlighting my channel on your channel. I much appreciate that. Yeah, so there we go. That's a Wiltshire man's channel, by the way. If I remember, I'll stick a link down below. Okay, right, let's just take a nice stealthy kind of a fly through this woods here and just see what we can see. You might see something interesting. You know, we've already seen 2 deer scampering across the field there. I don't want to get too invasive because I very much understand that I'm in their territory and I'm a guest here. So I need to be respectful of their environment. I think that human beings are probably very invasive on nature's environment, and I just don't want to add to that. Okay, right, let's just take our time. So I can be a bit bolder with these prop guards. It does enable me to get kind of so deeper into a forest, and also I can fly around with a little bit more confidence than I would normally be able to. You know, but this is, to me, I keep saying it, and it is true, it's this great release for me because I'm concentrating fully on the task in hand, and it does take my mind off of negative things. I think there's just so much negativity around the world at the moment, and if you're an avid watcher of the news or something, then you're going to be completely bombarded with negativity, and that's just it's not good for anyone, basically. Okay, so yeah, nice day today, much better than yesterday. Yesterday was an absolute washout, but I just wanted to get out there and 1, fly my drone, and 2, fly the prop guards. And I'm so happy now that I've actually worked out how I can disable that very annoying piece of software they've got in there, saying that you can no longer fly any more than 49 meters. Right, okay. We're just going to fly ourselves out of here, and it's just going to give you a bit of an up and on away. There we go, so I'm in that jungle down there. Just to give you an idea. It's only small, but it's a good enough test, I'd say. So I'd rate this on my scale of rating places to fly in woods. I'll rate this at around about a 5 or a 6. It's not difficult, to be honest. It looks worse than it actually is, but when you get down to ground level, I mean, there's not so much in the way of branches and twigs down there. So we just take you back again. I'm going to head myself down there. And perhaps we can find a little gap where we can get in. I think I kind of spot one actually. I think I spot one. I don't want to go in too high, because if you do make a mistake and your drone gets snagged in a tree branch 25-30 feet up, then you can have a bit of a problem getting it back again. There we go. Right, we're kind of back in now. Okay, that's good. That was nice and smooth done. You can see now, once you're inside the place, it's not as bad as it sometimes seems when you're sort of way up high looking down on it. There's a lot of space down here, open space. You can just cruise around and fly around and see what there is. However, I don't think there's any deer in here. I don't know. I haven't spotted any on my screen. There we go. Yeah, anyway, so yesterday's video, I did have someone comment on it about the music. I tend to add the music because it kind of masks a few things. I do suffer with a form of Tourette's, and some of you may have picked it up, that when I get into a stressful situation, then I start making some weird noises. I've had it ever since I was a child. I don't know what caused it, to be honest. It's just how I am. It's just my makeup. A little gap there, that's a bit of a challenge. I like a challenge. It focuses the mind. Now, can I get a drone through that little gap there? Let's see. This might go sideways, people. But I'm going to give it a go. Line myself up and then fly through and then hope for the best. There we go. What a pro, eh? What a pro. God, I should do this for a job, you know. Mind you, I don't think any jobs exist for what I do. It's completely nutty, really, but it's a great release getting out here in the open, in the weather, sometimes in the rain, in the sunshine today, and just to fly in places like this. You know, it tests your skills. You know, you're getting some fresh air. You go into places perhaps where you wouldn't normally go. Hardly any people come in this wood, especially flying their drones. I mean, Sandy comes here quite often, I think, and sets up his trail cams. You get some really good footage with his trail cams. Ooh, let's go down below that. Get through that, and then we're just gonna make our way out, maybe. Ooh, a bit of water down there. Don't like flying over water. If you have a bit of an incident or an accident, then you know that it doesn't always end well. Okay, let's just head on out this way. Oh, careful, careful. So I don't want to get too low, because if I get too low, then it'll want to land. Okay, so I'm getting a return to home message. I think I'm going to head on out of the woods now. Head on up this track.
Battery level is low.
And
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
right, I've just cancelled that. I'm just going to head on up here, and I'll make my way to where I am. So there we go, guys. That was a flight of, how many minutes that was? 12.5 minutes, thereabouts. And that was good enough for me. And there we go. Whee. Okay, right, so that was about 12.5 minutes flight with that full battery. Okay, so I can normally get about 25 minutes without the prop guards on. So I'm thinking that the prop guards are probably taking about 40% power, 30 to 40% power out of the battery, just so limiting your fly time. I guess it's just one of the problems. It's just one of the payoffs you got to kind of deal with, really. But I'd much rather have a safe drone than a broken drone, and it's not a full-on guarantee that your prop guards are going to kind of save your drone, but it does. It really does help massively, especially within in environments like that there where I was just flying just now. There we go. You know, I do think getting out here in places such as this, I think it really is good for a person's mental health. I don't honestly know whereabouts I would be if I didn't have this kind of newfound hobby, as it were, because it really does inspire me to get out here and to kind of be part of it, really, to get in there and fly my drone, because one, I love flying drones, and two, I just like being outside. And this here, it really does for me tick all the boxes. So it's really, really good for my mental well-being. I think that's really important, especially, you know, the days we're living in now. And also what I'm kind of going through regarding my work. I mean, I'm going to be 59 next birthday. I've got no real qualifications. And if I do lose my taxi license, then basically it's going to be the scrap heap for a person like me. I've got no chance really out there, you know, in getting any kind of decent gainful employment. The only options which are open to me is kind of like, you got to reinvent yourself, and obviously taxi driving is going to be taken, you know, off the agenda, because basically that's all I know. I don't know anything else than that. Ooh. You got to be a bit quicker than that to catch squirrels. Anyway, so I'm just coming towards the end of my video now. More videos to come. Going to be busy over the weekend. Once again, looking at the house where we've bought, and other things as well going on. And there is a place where I want to get to, perhaps I think next week, out towards Marlborough, a place called West Wood. Quite a big wood. Kind of looking forward to getting the drone out there, having a fly around. Now I've worked out that I can actually get it further than 50 meters up and 50 meters out, so that there is a great benefit. So the only downside is that the battery, they don't last as long as I'd like them to, but it's a good job I got more than one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.